I am, of course, appalled to hear the stories of sexual abuse in Russian prisons and among those people who are being held captive by Russians, wherever that may be. I'm appalled, but I'm not greatly surprised. As those of you who know my story and the story of my partner will know, my partner was a torture victim and was raped by Greek Navy people. I was going to say paramilitaries, but in fact they weren't. They were people who were in a sort of second rank of the Greek Navy, and they were based in Crete in a place called Chania. And one of the questions that was asked is what did my partner have to hide? Why was there any interrogation at all? The answer was my partner was simply in captivity. And thugs who are minding captives will do anything to establish their power and to enjoy their control. So one person did the rape and another person watched and played cave or whatever the terms would be. It was deplorable. What we're hearing is similar activity is now going on routinely in Russian jails. Now, why am I even talking about this? Because at the moment all I'm doing is repeating stuff which is already reported elsewhere. So this is the reason for this is that my partner's case was taken through the European Court of Human Rights. And after 11 years we won. And therefore I will defend the European Court of Rights as far as I possibly can. The European Court of Rights was not set up as part of Europe, it was set up in advance of that. And it was set up in the dying days of the Second World War by people including Churchill to ensure that Europe was free from any future wars and was a continent that was operating on some sort of moral and legal basis across the many diverse countries in that continent. I think the European Court of Human Rights does a very valid and very good job. And if we quit that, we will be shooting ourselves in the foot as surely as we have done financially in the last few years. We might have made a go of Brexit if we'd done it immediately. We might have made a go of Brexit if Mrs. May had not dithered. But the fact that she has dithered, and the fact that Boris came along and oversaw further compromises rather than solutions, compromises that he would not accept, and compromises that the party would not accept, like the Northern Ireland Protocol, confirms that the whole system is shoddy. We cannot hide behind words in order to get things done. We actually have to grasp ideas. And if we're not going to grasp ideas, then we have to hope that somebody else will. If our legal system is not up to grasping ideas and is only playing around with words, moving words around a page, then that's why we need the European Court of Human Rights. One of the things that needs defining in our country as well as in others, indeed, one of the things which was promised by the European Court of Human Rights and which was imposed on Greece as part of the settlement was that they reviewed their definition of torture and their definition of rape. Neither has happened. But part of that is because we share that definition of torture. The definition of torture is ambiguous in British law. And it's ambiguous for a reason. Because we don't particularly want to be held down and told what is torture. What is torture is going on in Russia. But it could as easily be going on somewhere else. And we need to stand up and stand against that abuse of power and that affront to basic human standards and civilization. That is the action. What's going on in Russian jails is the action of inhuman people, or people who are behaving like dogs. And they need to stop. And they need to be brought individually to justice. There is no way that somebody can turn around and say, my commander ordered me to do this. It's as simple as that.